Hello everyone, what is going on? Welcome back to another Pokemon card mail day. So as the title of this video suggests, I'm gonna show you what I got in the mail over the last week. Without too much further ado, let's dive straight into it. I've been gone for this past weekend, it was pretty nice, a little bit relaxing. Still was able to make some sales, but I had to package everything on Monday. It is now Wednesday, the day of publishing is also the day of recording. And as we saw a Pikachu over here, a Pikachu V Blackstar promo, I'm very excited to show that I picked up some Yu-Gi-Oh cards again as well. I decided to put up some of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards online for sale. And when I was purchasing new cards for my personal collection and put up for sale again, I stumbled upon someone who also sold Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So I thought, okay, I sold some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, let's try to get some more in the inventory. And that's a Blue Eye Spirit Dragon here. I have not been keeping up with the latest updates on Yu-Gi-Oh at all. I have been purchasing some of the 21st anniversary boxes. That was around 2 years ago when Yu-Gi-Oh obviously was 25 years old. Some of the Legendary of the Blue Eyes and some Crimson Invader. I will show them in another video. They are really cool booster boxes, really nostalgic. But anyways, later on I started to purchase some more Yu-Gi-Oh booster boxes, but those were specifically the most cheap ones that I could find. I've talked about that before as well. They're from the Legendary Duelist series. And moving on to this Winged Dragon of Ra in Sphere mode. So you can see those cool hieroglyphs. I was able to sell some. And those are there available in 2 different rarities, or maybe even 3. And I sold a couple of this card for about $3, $2. And surprisingly enough, I had 4, and every time when I put up a new one for sale, okay, I want to buy it, okay, I want to buy it within a day. And I was pretty sure I picked them up for $2, so selling them for $3. And I was kind of curious how that was possible. So I checked online and I saw there were multiple rarities, and I saw that the more rare one was 3 times the price of the version that I thought I had purchased. And that rarity was about $8 to $10, while this one was $2 to $3. So I was very curious. I picked up one more of the lower rarity that I was convinced that I was purchasing for the last couple of times. And luckily, yes, this is the right rarity. Still a really awesome card. It's from the Prismatic God box. So okay, I see I get a notification in for another sale, but let's move on with the Pokemon card mail day first. And we'll try to reply to that later as we show an IP Masquerena. I've been opening some of the Eldorado Maximum Gold boxes of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I pulled one of those IP Masquerenas, but that one is a really more valuable card. This one was only $2 or so, and I thought it was in general really gorgeous card. So once you start putting those cards in the shopping basket, you need to be sure that, at least that's my way of purchasing things, to fill up the basket in order to minimize the shipping costs per card. A nice Apple Magician girl, and moving back up to Pokemon as we show here Magikarp Evolutions Reverse Holo. And here we go again. I purchased all these cards near mint. It's time for a good old-fashioned condition check with the Pokemonster again, as we used to do back in the days. I'm not even sure if I can show it, but oh yeah, there it is, guys. Full of scratches. And I showed a picture to the seller, and he replied, "Oh, I did not see that. I think it's not that worse that it is not near mint anymore." And then I zoomed in on the picture that I sent to him, and then I sent that picture again, and okay, you're right, that's not near mint anymore. I'm not sure how you can think this is near mint, but I stopped complaining a long time ago. I just complained now to the seller. I don't want to complain anymore too much on camera. I put a blue sticker on it. It means excellent. I would really even debate if this is still excellent with this amount of scratches. You can say it is good, light plate. It is the very low side of excellent, PSA 5 maybe PSA 4, you know. I still dare to sell it for that, but never near mint, folks. Same seller, this card is a little bit better. It has a few tiny scratches up here in the bottom of the card. Still excellent, but purchased near mint. Cool card though, a nice Pikachu gimmick, and I also have the full art, a lot of the full arts with the Basically the kit with the Eevee costume instead of the Pikachu costume. Picked up one of those Hidden Fates Brock trainings. While I was at it, I initially started to purchase this entire order of 4 cards for the Magikarp, and I paid 10 to 20 cents for this one, and I hope to be able to sell it for like 50 cents just to compensate for the shipping costs, and to make sure in the end to get the Magikarp a little bit cheaper in reverse foil. But now in the end, well, everything is damaged. This one has the green sticker. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it has a lot of whitening. It's not a harsh whitening, it is really just light whitening, but it is on there on the entire left edge. So I put this in excellent as well. And there was supposed to be another card in here, but I don't know where it is in this order. But anyways, I purchased all those cards and in essence one more in order to get the Magikarp a little bit cheaper, and then everything was damaged. So I was very happy. After some going back and forward, I was able to get $3 back, which was the entire order. So thanks for that, but it's a lot of work for nothing, for you and for me. Moving on to an unknown V-Star. I really start to think that the V-Stars with the white borders, they won't do exactly the same as the tag teams. The tag teams are very unique. But if you can understand where I'm coming from, the V-Stars are very unique as well. People thought during Sword and Shield that the tag teams were printed into oblivion. There were so many. They were just regular ultra rares. But in the end they turned out to be pretty unique, and so are the V-Stars. So don't be very shocked if at one point in time, in about a couple new generations, couple new Pokemon card set eras, these V-Star cards will shoot up in price like 3-fold, 5-fold. I think specifically, for example, the Unknown V-Star is a real cool one. I think the Aerodactyl is a really cool one. You have the Vulpix here that is basically, in my opinion or in my experience, really in demand. I'm selling them occasionally, like once or twice a week if I have them in stock. It is very quickly moving out of there again. And then we have a Pikachu here, guys, Pikachu V from Fusion Strike. Yeah, it is Fusion Strike, a little bit of, well, it's not whitening, it is a scratch here on the left side of the card. Unfortunately not near mint anymore, as we have a Lieutenant Surge Raticate from the Classic Collection box. And this is the blue. So you have CLC, which stands for Classic Collection Red. Then you have CLB, Classic Collection Blue. And then you have CLV, Classic Collection Green. At least that is how I interpreted it every time. But it is obviously CLC is red, but it stands for Classic Collection Charizard. Then you have Classic Collection Blue, which happens to be Blastoise. And then you have CLV, Classic Collection Venusaur. And the last card here is the Garbodor from White Flare. Into the next stack, just a couple of cards that I picked up. The Radiant Charizard, 2 more for $6 a piece, trying to sell for $8 a piece. And then in the previous video, I think it was where I addressed the Pokemon card Crash, I said I was going to change my buying behavior basically, and I was going to purchase a lot more Pikachus and regular Pikachu cards instead of those, well, let's call it random Pokemon. Because I saw signs that the market, the volume of sales was going down significantly. It restored a little bit now compared to 2 weeks ago. You saw a major drop in Bitcoin price and crypto price in general as well. And Rudy stated multiple times that he saw a strong correlation between the crypto market price trend going up and down and the trading card game market going up and down in prices of cards and sealed items as well. Or at least the demand for the trading card games goes up and down by the demand and price trend of the cryptocurrency market. Obviously it's related to stocks as well, but that's for another video. Last card that I wanted to show you today, I picked up one more Charmeleon of Pokemon card 151, the Japanese versions. They are tougher and tougher to find, not specifically this one, but the art rares and special art rares of the 151 set. And I'm trying to pick up as many as I can, and if necessary I'm gonna try to sell off a couple again, but I really want to have so many now, just in case that you cannot find them anymore. And folks, that was about it for today's Pokemon Card Mail Day. I hope everybody enjoyed, and I hope to see you all back on the next video. If you like this kind of content, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you all on the next one.